Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Friday, May 1st, 2015. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Nevis's Junior Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, and a delegation from the NIA's Department of Youth and Sports were due to return to the Federation today, Friday, May 1st, 2015. They were part of a St. Kitts and Nevis delegation which traveled to Antigua and Barbuda on Monday, April 27th to participate in the Caribbean Region Commonwealth Youth Ministers meeting. The meeting was held under the theme Youth Participation at the Heart of Sustainable Regional Development. The delegation from Nevis also comprised Coordinator of Youth Development Zanella Claxton and President of the Nevis Youth Council Dwayne Hendrickson. While in Antigua and Barbuda, Minister Brandy Williams and her delegation were expected to meet with heads of governments from other Commonwealth countries to discuss and assess outcomes, share best practices, and consult on regional priorities affecting the youth development sector. Other matters on the agenda included a Commonwealth Youth Award for Excellence in Development Work slated for 2016 and advancing youth work education and training in the Commonwealth. The Jessups Community Center is set to host its first open day as part of activities for Community Development Month. Center Manager Leander Cornelius tells us what to expect come Monday.
It will be on the 4th of May, starting at 11. We'll be having a seafood festival. We'll open the inside. We'll have now and then stuff on display.
And so it will be similar to the seafood festival last year when they had all those various seafood dishes.
Yes, sir.
And for sale or free?
Sale. Sometimes you don't get fish, and you will get them that day. So you must come out and enjoy.
Coming on the heels of the Jessups Community Center's Open Day will be the Cornmill Community Center Open Day on Tuesday, May 5th, when the Gingerland community will host what has been dubbed the Cornmill Project.
The plan is to showcase people, past and present, in the community as a whole, their contributions to the community as a whole in St. George's. So that's why we don't have centres in the whole area, so we decided to use the Cornmill as a central spot. We're trying to get bios and pictures, and we're going to cover some culture, also going to cover things that used to be used of old. We try and get some of the youngsters hopefully to come and see what things used to be like, before stoves and TV and that kind of thing. I have a gentleman by the name John Paris, named Ford. He used to actually work there in 79 up until closure. He used to actually run the machinery, which I understand used to be run by tractor. But he will be speaking with yourself, hopefully. And another gentleman, Mr. Taylor, Conrad Taylor, is going to be helping him. And also I've been speaking to some of the seniors in the community that may have some memory. You have to come out Tuesday the 5th of May at the Cornmill from 10 a.m. until, we'll be saying around 8 p.m. But I think it will be a great opportunity for the schools and the people of Gingerland to come out, see some of the history, some of the people that you didn't know about that contributed so much to Gingerland.
Okay, Veronica, your word.
As Tracy say, coming out on the 5th of May and see all the things that we thought were finished with, your coal pots, your iron, everything, even the cornmill. Some of the young ones don't know anything about it. So come on out.
As the Department of Community Development observes Community Development Month, it will host a series of community center days throughout May. According to Director of Community Development Janet Nisbet Meloni, other community centers around the island will host their open days from Wednesday, May 6th to Wednesday, May 20th.
On the 6th of May, Bath Community Center will have the open day at the Alberta Payne Community Center, right there in Bath Village. On the 7th of May, Hanley's Road Community Center. On the 11th of May, Prospect Community Center, and they will also be having a lunch for the seniors as well on their open day. 12th of May, Butler's Community Center. 13th May, Barnscott Community Center. 14th of May, Franklin Brown Community Center. The 15th of May, Brown Hill Community Center. 19th, Fountain Community Center. And then we come with Cotton Ground Community Center on the 20th of May.
The open days, says Meloni, are aimed at presenting opportunities for persons to learn more about how community members can use their center.
The center will be open up for the public to come in, and some of us may have never visited the center in our community. This is a chance for you to go and visit your center, see what is happening there, see what activities are normally put on in your center, and you can even give your input as to what you will want to see happening in your center as well, that is in your community.
Officers at the Department of Community Development are also expected to host a community outreach day on Friday, May 8th.
You know, there are some persons in our community that are sick and shut in, maybe can't move about, and so we'll try to select an individual or persons, and we are going to visit their homes and you know, spend a little time with them.
Community Development Month, which was launched today, May 1st, is being observed under the theme, Our Community, Our Commitment, Our Concern. Coming up after the break, Red Cross Society launches appeal for Nepal. Stay tuned.
Fit and fun. Culturama 41.
Welcome back. The St. Kitts and Nevis Red Cross Society has launched an appeal to the citizens of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis to make cash contributions to a fund to aid the victims of the 7.8 magnitude earthquake which devastated Nepal on Saturday, April 25th. Authorities report that more than 3,000 people have been killed and many buildings destroyed in the capital, Kathmandu. The fund would help to provide food, shelter, water and sanitation assistance for those affected by the earthquake. Persons can deposit their contributions to account number 1281318 at the CIBC First Caribbean Bank on Main Street, Charlestown, or the Circus Bastille. The proceeds will be forwarded to the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, which has launched an emergency response operation. Goods in kind are not being accepted at this time owing to the absence of sorting facilities, storage, and adequate transportation. In more local news,
congratulations to all of the teachers, the supervisor of the school, the hard-working and dedicated staff, the parents who are so supportive, the students of the school without whom we would not have Cicely Brown School.
Principal Education Officer Palsy Wilkin on Wednesday, April 29th, celebrated with the Cicely Brown Integrated School on the occasion of the first anniversary since the renaming of what was the Special Education Unit. The school celebrated with a fun day and brief ceremony during which Wilkin thanked those who gave their support to the school throughout the past year.
I want to say to the Four Seasons, the supporters, the partners who are partnering with us in education, thank you very much for your support over the years and particularly over the past year. I can say that from the Department of Education, we are really playing out the integrated part, that specific name, that word which was put inside there, because over the past year we would have seen the integration in terms of our early intervention program in the schools working well with the setting here where we have our observers going into our regular classrooms, observing our children, working with them there, spending time here, and then seeing them going back and forth.
The school's patron, Cicely Brown, was also acknowledged for her contribution.
We all know that she is foundation as far as the special school is concerned, but over the years, she has been giving us so much support, and now she is more so giving us more support, because whereas she used to be here 2 days a week, she is now here for almost 5 days per week. And so I really want to commend her for, continuing to give us that support. So once again, I just want to say happy birthday. Congratulations to everyone.
Following that ceremony, we spoke with Supervisor Violet Clark, who reminded of the mission of the school.
It has been a goal of ours to ensure that the school is fully integrated, hence the name, and we have done so in many different ways. We are a school with a difference, really, because we don't fit into lots of other schools. So what we do is we have an ability to be able to create and to think new ways in which we could help our students. And we've been able to partner with Ivor Walters, with Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School, Charlestown at one point, Joycelyn Nyberg Primary School, and we've been able to do creative programs that you will be surprised when children are less academic or they have challenge in their academics. They're able to do so many other things. Sometimes we have challenges with our reading, sometimes we have challenges with our maths. But if you go into this room next door, right about where we are right now, and you see the artwork that the children are producing, you want to know, well, wow, we have artists here on the island. So what we want to do is to be able to highlight what the children can do, not what they can't do.
Supervisor of the Cicely Brown Integrated School, Violet Clark. Meantime, today, May 1st, the Stepping Stone Nursery is celebrating its 25th anniversary. The institution has been providing service to the community for more than a generation, looking after the smallest of the island's residents. Principal caregiver and owner Leonie Descent regards today as a very proud moment.
When I started this business, I wasn't thinking in terms of years, but I was thinking on doing my best, because this is like a dream come true, one of my dreams come true. So I gave it my best shot, and with a very supportive staff, we have made it.
Descent says that the facility was inspired by the troubles she had when she became a mother and the need to have a quality and a stable environment for her child. The Stepping Stone Nursery now operates from 2 locations in the Stony Grove area of Charlestown.
About a year ago, we were forced to make a serious decision because of the stipulation laid out by early childhood. They say we were crowded at our facility at Stony Grove, where we have been for almost all the years of the 25. And I had an option whether to cut my role or do something else. And so the thought came to me, even though I was hesitant, to why not find a place to rent and call it a phase 2. That's because if I had do the opposite, meaning cut my role, there would have been some children who would not have had a good place to be during the day.
According to Descent, there are quite a few organizations to thank, including the Anglican Mothers Union, Bridget Hunkins, the Four Seasons Resort Estates, parents, and caregivers.
I would like to also take this opportunity to thank the government, the Nevis Island government. Government change, they come and go, but the appreciation showed and the gestures they make, I want to say thanks. I want to say thanks for the financial, the concessions, everything they do to make Stepping Stone a success.
We too would like to add our very best wishes and congratulations to the caregivers, children, and parents of the Stepping Stone Nursery. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.